Oh, speak of the whore. There you go.
You meant the cocaine whore that is Tony Khan, right? Right.
Hey, James? Listen. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, just speaking about her.
Him, yes.
Yeah.
Hola, amigos, and welcome to the Mark Out Mania.
Easy, Pedro, easy.
I'm Pedro Boriquedro, Texan Spaniard, and with me we have the extra James Sorno. How's everything in Jim's house?
Everything is good, my friend. No complaints. Can't complain. I'm ready to rock and roll. Although I missed SmackDown last night, but let's do it. Plenty to flap about.
And you know who comes from the land of the ice and the snow?
Right. This fucking guy. Right here.
They got a thunder. Dark.
Snowy Zeus. How is it up there? Chilly land, Zeus.
Fucking nice, brisk spring day here in Buffalo.
Yeah, it's all sunny and short weather here. So you want to come over to my house?
Yes.
It is the first day of spring.
That's right, yeah. And it's snowing. Good job. You still got your fucking, you got your gloves and your scarf and your hat and your thermal underwear.
Hat. That's my mom.
Hat, yeah.
Hat.
Good job. Brr. It's all sunny over here. Nice little soccer ball in my backyard. I think I'll go outside and do the show from my backyard. How's that sound, Zeus?
Sounds like you kiss my ass.
I really like James going burr. Like it's a 1950s or 60s like vintage pinup lady.
Burr. So what's going on, boys? How the hell are you?
I think I'm doing better than AEW, though.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Zeus. I ain't gonna lie to you. Woo! Forget about it. What the hell? I mean, I give them. They're trying because even the television show looks a lot better. It looks a hell of a lot better. The production value. They stepped it up in that department, but they need to get it together with the ring and the storytelling. And I mean, Okada's very first singles match, he wins the belt from Eddie Kingston. In that match, I got two words for you. The other was not good. That they don't match up well together. Eddie Kingston does not. How hard is it to take a fucking clothesline? Yeah, you can't take the Rainmaker properly. I mean, what's wrong with you? Disgusting.
Not to mention that, what sense does it make for him to be a Triple Crown champion and then only defend one of his three belts at a time?
I said the
that's
same
not being a
thing.
Triple Crown champion.
I said the same thing. I said, wait a minute. So what? All three belts are on the line here, or just one? I'm like, how is it just one if you're Triple Crown champion? I was like, this is bullshit. I don't like the way the way Okada's being presented. Fine, if you want to bring him in as a heel, fine, but you gotta do a better job there, guys. They gotta do a better job.
You better watch it. You don't want Bucks to come on and call you a hack.
You don't want to face the wrath of Khan.
Yeah, the wrath of Khan, right? Fuck him, cocaine bastard. Sniff this, bitch. it's and then Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks. I mean, keep your mouth shut. Just wave to the crowd and
Damn.
like come on, man, come on.
James wants her to be like the queen, just wait.
Just wave your hand, smile, throw pennies to the peasants, and just that's it. You don't. I'm here, and I'm your new CEO. Yeah, blow me. Get the fuck out of here. You know what? Just why are you on my TV? Get off. It's horrible.
Get off.
Her promos are horrible. Yeah, get off my lawn. Her promos, it just doesn't work. The backstage segments I can live with, but if you're gonna command attention like you do, hi, I'm all that is, and oh my god, and you're so right, Pedro, because the WWE does not need it because they got Jade Cargill, and that they're gonna pump her up, especially after watching Sasha Hoare. Brutal.
She, it's, the best, analogy you got to think about here is, where Tony himself was saying, he thought that, one of the problems with, WCW was, overspending, which is really funny because that's exactly.
How dare he say that?
Huh?
How dare he say that?
Well, they dug this up. He said this way back.
Oh, okay.
Like in 2019 or something.
Yeah, he wouldn't be saying that now because he's.
I was gonna say, did you just sign Okada for like $5 million a year, or what was it, like 14 million or
There's
something?
a lot. It's somewhere in that high 4 point something.
Shit. I mean,
you gotta think Osprey's getting that too.
Yeah.
And Sasha's getting more than them.
Sasha's getting more than anybody. She's the highest paid woman.
And they said that she's got clauses in her deal where she can go do movies and TV and have extended time off if she needs it.
Yeah.
Can I remind y'all about last year real fast? So last year she was the IWGP Women's Champion, and she appeared at the red carpet event for the Mandalorian, that season premiere or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she had the belt with her. She had like Rosario Dawson and stuff posing with it. No one gave a damn. It did nothing for New Japan's business. It didn't raise any eyeballs or whatever for the New Japan product or whatever. It did absolutely zero for their business.
Yeah.
And that's pretty big press moment, right? You're at the red carpet thing for Mandalorian. It doesn't do shit. Like no one can, because it looked like a toy belt. I mean, we'll put that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it did. It did.
But it wasn't a WWE belt. You see what I'm saying? Like if it was a WWE, like wrestling.
Yeah. She needs the machine behind her. She really does. And she's got to work on her promos, man. I mean, come on. I can't sit there. It hurts my ears. It's like, dude. I mean, I've heard you cut pretty decent promos before. What the hell happened?
Let me ask you something, James. What is worse, Sasha's promos in AEW or Okada having the Bucks as his
mouth? I knew. See, here's the thing, Pedro. They're fucking killing me already, Pedro. Look, here's the thing.
I knew you sunny living bastard.
I knew. Hey Zeus, I think I see another snowflake. Duck. No, but look, I knew he was going to get together with the Bucks sooner or later because he always wanted to do that shit with the Bucks because those were his best friends or whatever the fuck they are in real life. So I'd rather get it over with now. Just get it over with now. Like the stupidness and ridiculousness. And I hate the coward heel. He should be a badass heel like Samoa Joe, not like this. And it's
Right.
just I don't like it.
So I did not see any clips of the Okada King.
They don't match up well together. They
I
just
didn't see
don't.
any of it, but he acted as a cowardly heel around Eddie Kingston.
No, it just when he's with the Bucks, he's cutting those promos. He acts like a little bit of a cowardly heel,
Oh, okay.
But in the ring, he pretty much. I don't know if they toned him down or if they slowed him up because he's not moving as quick as he would normally. But
Well,
then again, he's facing Eddie Kingston.
to be fair, I feel like in the past year I made the observation that he was moving slower. And
Yeah,
I made the observation in the past year.
is he still hurt?
I don't know, but
Is he still hurt? I mean, if he is, then that's an issue because that means that means he's been hurt for over a year.
but also he was in the ring against Eddie Kingston. I don't know how fast you expect him to be.
Right?
Guys, that match was meh at best. I'm like, what are you doing? Like Eddie Kingston needs to learn how to take the fucking Rainmaker. It's a clothesline. It's not that
How many stars did Meltzer give that match? Like 25, 35 stars?
I won't be surprised.
I haven't heard. Let me see.
I haven't heard either. It has to be pretty abysmal if nobody's bragging on it.
It was a shit match. I'm not going to lie to you. It was a shit match.
He's a shit wrestler. Who's he going to have a good match with?
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
The best I saw Eddie Kingston was in. I don't mean career wise. I just mean in this resurgence. Right? There was that one AEW pay per view. He challenged Miro for the that title. That was the best he looked in a match in AEW, in my opinion. Was that one? Let's see. March 22nd. When was that? Oh, that was yesterday, right? Okay.
Good job.
Let's see. I don't know what day. So, okay. Eddie Kingston versus Okada. Meltzer gave it 3 3/4 stars. So basically a 4-star match.
That's the same rating as Ric Flair versus Tatsumi Fujinami in the Tokyo Dome.
No, it's not. Are you serious?
It is.
My God.
Look it up, Pedro.
Wait a second. Zeus just said, "Look it up, Pedro. Confirm my shit."
Right. Goddamn right.
Confirm my shit. No, that can't be right, man. Because that wasn't even. That was the biggest commercial piss break match I've ever seen. That was brutal.
We need Zeus to be like we need him to be like a boss somewhere, and that's what he yells to his employees.
Confirm my shit.
Okay, let me find it. What year was that, Zeus?
1991, March 21st, 1991.
1991. Okay, I'll find this.
That was the Tokyo Dome match, right, Zeus?
Right.
Yeah. Oh my God! There's no way that's the same rating because that match was. There's no way that match has even come close to touching Flair Fujinami. Come on.
Well,
not even close.
I'm tired of being right, but I am.
Yes, sir. Fucking Zeus.
That's right.
They better pull the trigger and get Cody Rhodes the fucking bell already. I'm tired of this shit.
Okay. Now we need to have a talk about that. We need to have a little talk about that because I'm just laying this out there. I'm not saying this is for certain. Okay, I'm just saying I'm seeing a lot of things. A lot of seeds being planted for the future, okay, and those seeds do not seem to they're not planting a Cody Rhodes victory at at WrestleMania, and
they really want to get rid of that Hogan record, don't they?
I have a feeling they're gonna try to do Rock Roman next year. And okay, no, let's see. I'm getting closer to it. So hold on, let's see. What was it? It's March something. What was it? March
21st, 1991.
first. Okay, I found it. It's getting kind of hectic. Okay, yeah. Zeus, you
I've got the power.
I got the power. I cannot confirm your shit because you're off by a quarter of a rating. It was 3.5 stars.
3.5.
Wait a minute.
So
he gave Flair Fujinami the 3.5 stars, and then he gave Okada Kingston 3 3/4.
Hey, not only that, he gave the Great Muta versus Sting from that show 3.5 stars. He gave Big Van Vader and Bam Bam Bigelow versus Doom 3 1/4 stars. He gave the Steiner Brothers.
What is wrong with this man?
Steiner Brothers versus Hase and Sasaki. He gave 4.5 stars. So that's a better rating.
And that was their match of the year, Wrestling Observer, for 91.
Now, so he gave that 4.5 stars. He gave Christian Cage versus Edge from Dynamite this week 4 1/4 stars. So it's almost the same as the Steiner's Sasaki match.
Now somebody check this guy's pulse, his temperature. What's wrong with this man?
Hey, on Rampage, he gave Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta versus Powerhouse Hobbs and Kyle Fletcher 3 3/4 stars.
Oh,
he's just the Oprah of wrestling now. He just throwing stars out, everywhere he goes.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I'm not being facetious. I'm being serious. Does he know what a good match looks like?
He's just he doesn't care. He's just trying to make money.
Yeah,
because listen, Pedro. James. If Dave Meltzer can't do what he's doing right now for a living, he's unhireable for any other kind of a job.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
He can't go down to Lowe's and get a job.
I can't. Oh, well, look at this big piece of lumber. I'll give it 3 stars.
He's got the organizational skills of a fucking shut-in fucking hoarder.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Imagine Dave Meltzer in charge of the wood at like a Home Depot. People are like, what happened to this section of the store?
This is just this big pile of fucking wood every damn where.
Like every size and stuff is just intermingled with each other.
I give that customer 2 stars. They didn't know what they were talking about with the wood.
Right? Yeah, go get educated on wood.
Yeah. Oh my God. I guess you're right, just because I don't think he knows. I honestly don't think he knows.
He cannot live in the real world. I'm sure he gets all of his groceries and food delivered to his house. At this point, he's just fucking.
He's a shit.
He probably has some fucking dog groomer come in and cut his fucking toenails and shit.
Oh,
I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, if he cannot do what he is doing till the day he dies, buried in piles of newspaper clippings and fucking wrestling magazines and shit, he's just, he'll be homeless. The man will be homeless if he has to go out in the real world and get a real fucking job.
Okay, how many times have I said on this show, what he's doing is feeding what his audience wants to hear.
Right. Yeah. He's just chilling he just wants that money at the end of the month. He wants people to subscribe to, Wrestling Observer, and
I'm not
WWE fans are not subscribers.
Right.
So he has to kiss the ass of Tony, and
yeah, that's true.
Now, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but it's a lot like politicians. They're just saying what people want to hear. It doesn't matter if they don't have to believe the thing that they push, because a lot of times it's just about pushing what corporate sponsors are doing or this and that. In his case, in Meltzer's case, he's pushing the narrative that his readers want to hear. They want what is happening right now to be certified as the best stuff that's ever happened, so the past can be like wiped obsolete. They don't have to watch the past. They don't have to have the references of the past. They can just say, no, well, the best stuff is happening right now. This guy told us. He certified it as the best stuff. He's the, and then, Tony Khan's like, oh my God, but Dad, you don't understand. We got over 5 stars. That's worth more than television ratings. So, I mean, it's just,
look at the cage match.
Look at the cage match.
I don't. He has to do a better job. If he's going to continue to do this, then do better, because that Eddie Kingston fucking Okada match was caca.
Okay, now
What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Give it 2 stars? People are going to freak out.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, now let's put some other stuff in perspective here. Okay, so
he boxed himself in the corner.
We're making a big deal about this match, right? Okay, now other ratings he gave Dynamite in this dump he put out yesterday. From Rampage on March 15th, he gave Takeshita versus Commander. Now, I don't know if you guys remember who Commander is. He's the guy who keeps jumping from rope to rope to rope to rope to rope. That's all he does is jumping rope to rope to rope and walking the ropes. They gave Takeshita versus Qbert 4 stars.
Did you say Qbert?
I did. Then
good job, Pedro. Good job.
Then from Collision last Saturday, he gave Bryan Danielson versus Shibata 4.5 stars.
I saw that match. That was not. It was good. It was a good match for what it was. It was not 4.5 stars. That was not a 5-star match. No.
That was not good, James.
I was grilling some chicken on my Shibata the other night.
So I mean, right. And then he gave New Japan a lot of big ratings. He gave the New Japan Cup final. He gave it 4.5 stars. I mean, I have no idea.
The one with Suji and Sonata?
Suji versus Goto.
Oh, Goto?
Yeah. That was the final.
I gotta watch that then.
Yeah, you knew Goto wouldn't win that.
Nah. I mean, they need to push somebody. I mean,
they just sent some of those young lion dudes off on excursions. So,
shit. Hey Zeus, you know what match did get 3 3/4 stars on that New Japan WCW show from '91?
El Gigante versus Black Cat.
Kuniaki Kobayashi, Shiro Koshinaga, and Iizuka versus Brian Pillman, Tim Horner, and the Z-Man.
Right?
I got
3 3/4 stars, so that got a 1/4 star more than Flair Fujinami.
Oh my God!
Tom Zink was in a higher rated match than Flair and Fujinami. That's a trivia question for you.
Yeah, that would be one I would always get wrong.
Hell yeah. Tom Zink sucks. Oh. The Z-Man. Somebody says, oh, that's horrible. That's just horrible.
Yeah.
Oh. Dave Meltzer, you're no good.
That's right.
Oh, my God. Woo. No, Pedro, listen to me.
Yes.
Cody Rhodes has to win, because we can't go through another year of fucking of this bullshit storyline with him and Reigns.
Okay, now I'm not saying I want this to happen, James. I don't want it to happen. I want Cody. Cody Rhodes should have won last year, in my opinion, because
Right.
all the reasons we said last year, he was the only person who didn't have the stain of losing to Roman Reigns yet on the scene. I mean, it just made the most sense. It made so much logical sense. We didn't know about the buyout that was about to be announced. There's a lot of stuff we didn't know. Those aren't like storyline reasons, but storyline reasons. Every reason was there for Cody to win last year, right? Mm-hmm. And here we are again and again. All the storyline reasons, I go, well, he should win. Like if he doesn't win, he's dead. He's never going to have that belt.
Yeah, because you really can't build them up for a third time.
No, I'm not at WrestleMania. No,
the only way you could do it if he doesn't win this year, the only way you can do it is him win Money in the Bank, and then cash in.
Yeah. That's the only, Zeus. Yeah, you're right. Because there's no way. Yeah, because there's no way that he can be built up for a third time. We can't
sit through another year of this crap.
No.
But I am Roman Reigns and The Rock keep bringing up this thing about their match. Like, all this stuff happened. We're not getting this match yet. And they keep bringing this.
They're gonna do it in Jeddah, in fucking Saudi Arabia.
I don't know. I have a feeling it's gonna. I just have a little feeling that there's too many seeds being laid down for this to happen again. So,
see, all this happened because fucking CM Punk got hurt. Then they fucked with all the storylines. Everything went wonkers.
Yeah.
Everything went wonkers.
Wonkers.
Banana. I just don't think. I mean, I know they want to get the Hogan ring because they want to get Hogan out of the books. I get it, but like we can't go there. It's like you said, Zeus. There's no way we're gonna sit through another year of this shit.
One of the Usos, I don't remember which one, was saying something in an interview this week about that he could see 3 more years of the Bloodline story, and I started thinking, like, are they really potentially gunning for the Bruno record?
No, they can't do that. They can't do that to Bruno.
I don't know.
It feels like they finally just put him in the Hall of Fame. Leave the man alone. All that bad bluff all those years, it's finally faced. Leave it alone,
Yeah, shit is finally, it's finally over.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how many years were him and Vince at each other's throats? I mean, they were for years, right?
I mean, it was, they argued on fucking national television,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they pull the trigger and have Cody win, because he's just going to be dead if they don't. But I just don't know. Maybe I'm being too cynical. I don't know about it.
I think they're going to pull. I think Drew McIntyre is going to be Seth Rollins, because I think that needs to happen too.
Well, Seth needs to get to heel anyways, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a mess. He's all beat up. So,
and plus they're trying to re-sign McIntyre, right?
Yeah,
did he re-sign?
I think he re-signed, but if they have, it's been real quiet. It's been really quiet. But yeah, his contract is up. Actually, Rollins and Becky Lynch, they're all up too at the same time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's something going on there.
Is Becky seeing that Tony Khan money and going like, we should go over
there? No, she won't. They'll fumble the ball with Becky, but they have no clue how to use Becky Lynch. They have no clue how to use her.
But here's the thing: is the lure of all that money worth it?
Yeah. I mean, they kept saying that. Well, that's the thing that Will Ospreay, Kazuchika Okada, and Mercedes Moné all have in common. All kept saying the same thing, It said one of the main reasons why they chose AEW was not only the money, obviously, but because they gave her a lighter workload and ops, like to take time off to go do movies or to go do this or to fly back to Japan, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because it's not constant on the road 24/7. Those are a lot of the main factors in those three signings there.
But when does the
Becky Lynch might want to have another kid, so it might be like, well, hey, listen, man, because if AEW can pay me a shitload of money, who cares what they do with my character? So I don't know.
I mean, her legacy is pretty much, set in stone. I mean,
It is.
I mean, she's.
AEW would drop the ball on her. I mean,
AEW would drop the ball on anyone. I mean, it doesn't.
I think they're bringing in Ospreay, right? Because he had that one big match with Takeshita, and then he's been it's just been promos. He hasn't been wrestling. But unlike Okada, his first single match is the title match, and it's for the Triple Crown, but there's only one belt on the Triple Crown. They got what is it? What? Come on.
There's a guy on Twitter. He's got a pretty big account, and he did a funny parody of Ospreay doing promos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
that was actually funny.
Yeah, and then Ospreay was like, "Oh man, you roasted me like a potato, man. That's pretty good." Right? It's like, and then there were all these AEW people telling him, trying to tell Ospreay that he shouldn't have enjoyed that, and that people hate him and whatever, and he shouldn't have a good sense of humor about that. Like, wow.
Bruv, I got 14 dogs, bruv, 19 cats, bruv, 4 wives, bruv, 3 girlfriends, 4 mothers, and 5 stepfathers, bruv.
Yeah, bruv.
I'm seeing something that says Kenny Omega says that Kurt Angle is his favorite wrestler, his go-to guy to study, and the most complete wrestler of all time. Kenny also said that Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio from SummerSlam 2002 is one of the best opening matches ever. That explains a lot if Kurt Angle is your idea of the best wrestler of all time.
I mean, it's Kenny Omega.
I mean, both of them have been dropped on their heads a lot, but
yeah,
I'd rather watch Kurt Angle any day of the week than Lenny Omega.
At some point, Kurt Angle got real guilty of spamming stuff a lot, which you see a lot in Kenny Omega's wrestling. So yeah, I kind of see where Tony Khan is headed for Omega Okada 3. It'd be Omega Okada. Let me see how many they've had.
Well, I know, but they've had 2 Wrestle Kingdom matches, right?
They've had 1 Wrestle Kingdom match.
Wrestle Kingdom match.
They had a 1-hour draw. They had a what do you call that thing? G1, and then they had the 2 out of 3 fall. So they've had 4.
Right. 4 matches. My bad.
So it'd be like the 5, yeah.
Yeah, but he wants that match for AEW. Okay, you're gonna get the Ospreay Okada match, but are they gonna let them go? I mean, hopefully they will. So. I think
hopefully they don't let anybody do anything that they don't want to do. It's like there's no restrictions in.
Like when you say they let them go. Keep in mind, I think the Okada Omega matches are highly overrated, grossly overrated. If you rewatch them, you will see they are not anything approaching the.
You don't like the Tokyo Dome match, do you, Pedro?
That match will drive you insane if you watch it because, like, I've seen it. I don't know how many times now, but the
Right.
last time I watched it, it drove me up the wall because what I saw Okada struggling to ground a match against a guy with his friends, going, "Look at me, look at me, look at what I'm doing, look at me," and doing all this dumb bullshit. Like, that's what that match is. It's one man trying to ground a match versus of like an idiot geek cosplay dweeb.
The jazz hands really kill it for me. The constant fucking Ultimate Warrioring in that movie.
Yeah.
In that match.
I mean, just if you rewatch it, it is going to stand out so much how many times him and the Bucks stop the match to do things like, look at us, we're in the Tokyo main event. They do this so many times in this match. I'm not even making this up. You watch it, you rewatch that match, you will see everything I'm saying. How many times Omega's doing the jazz hand stuff, how many times he's doing like, look at this little pose I'm doing before I do something. Ooh, then like the whole Flintstone run.
The Barney Rubble.
It's going to drive you insane. I can't imagine. I don't want to.
Isn't that the point? Because he was the heel. Isn't that the point?
No, because everybody almost
was at the point.
Idiots loved him over there.
Yeah, they did. They loved him.
I mean, it's like going for finishers like within 5 or 7 minutes into the match, and you're just like, okay,
why? Yeah, why?
It's a lot of, I mean, it's just a bunch of spammy stuff.
Remember the dumbass shit they were doing, like off tables and whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like damn, dragon suplex off the top rope. Like right on the fucking, right on the damn neck and shit.
Okada's work in the match is fine. Like, he is trying to ground the match. Like, everything he does, you see, he's trying to ground the match in some sort of like basic pro wrestling structure, right?
Yeah.
But then he's also going along with the dumb shit that Omega wants to do. But I don't want to rewatch those other 3 matches. Like
I wouldn't watch any of those matches. You had a gun to my fucking head.
I mean, I've seen them before, but I don't want to. After rewatching that first one a few years ago, I don't want to rewatch more because everything's gonna stand out so much more now.
Right.
So if you're saying like, are they gonna let them go? I'm like, yeah, they're gonna do dumb shit on AEW because that's all everyone does in there. So. I'm sure they will. There'll probably be some other like exploding barbed wire version this time.
No, it's got to be a Texas Death match because
yeah, there you go.
They
Yeah,
love
exactly.
the fuck out of that gimmick. Yeah.
All I know is that match with fucking Eddie Kingston was bad, and they got to do a better job. I mean, you have Okada there. Let him wrestle. Let him do his thing. He can wrestle. Let him wrestle. Showcase it. Don't do dumb shit with Eddie Kingston. Because Eddie Kingston's not going to get. You're not going to get a good match out of Kingston. You're just not. He's just incapable of doing it anymore. And it's not a knock.
He was incapable.
But okay, Zeus. Okay, he would never know.
20 years ago, 30 years ago,
there was.
He was never a technical guy.
A homeless hobo, Joe.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I mean, in CCW, he was okay, and then after that, he just went to shit.
I really like the stuff he did in. If I rewatch this, it probably does not hold up the fuck at all. But what was that one promotion, Chikara? Did you ever see any?
Oh yeah.
Chikara. Some of his promos and things.
Yeah. You shared a promo that was pretty good. I'm not saying he can't talk.
No, his promos have always been good. His promos have been good, and he got over as a Yankee in fucking Georgia. He actually got over from his promos.
I don't remember. Do you remember what happened to him? I don't remember. Something happened to him that put him down for a while. Then he was like wasn't he doing construction work or something for a while before he came back to wrestling? He was doing something for a while. Something put him out of wrestling injury wise. Then he came back, and you remember him in NWA Power? He could barely move.
He hobbled around all over the place.
Yeah.
He seems to be in better. He has better mobility now than he did then, but I don't know what's changed. I don't know if it's cortisone.
Well, they probably have better. They probably have somebody who's in charge of helping people out in AEW, because I mean, that they have that that access to that training center where the Jags are and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a thing. I don't know if this is true. It says Tony Khan via comic book. What? That can't be right. Tony Khan via comic book has clarified how the Continental title will work in AEW going forward. The Continental title has now been split from the Triple Crown that Eddie Kingston held. All Continental title matches will be held under C2 rules. No interference or managers allowed. Whoever holds the Continental title in November after Full Gear will automatically enter the annual Continental Classic. The title holder will have to win the tournament final at December's World's End pay-per-view in order to keep their championship.
Okay.
That's
so it's more convoluted bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're making a callback to Japanese title stuff.
Do y'all remember in All Japan? Well, do you remember in All Japan when they would have the tag league, the World Tag League thing?
Right.
They would have a thing that the title would basically be vacated, and then the winner of the tournament, gets. That's what it's making me think of.
Right, that's exactly what it is.
But wasn't that a tag team tournament?
Yeah, but I think they did that with the original IWGP belt too.
Oh, okay.
Those first few years of Hogan and Inoki.
Okay. Yeah, but does doing that work in today's wrestling?
They don't know what works in today's wrestling, James.
James, that is true.
Doesn't anything work right now? Pretty much anything is fine right now. We're in the postmodernism of wrestling, if ever. I don't mean to go into all a bunch of art terms, but this is basically postmodernism, but just from wrestling. Everything is fine. Everything is just do whatever.
Everything is awesome.
All I know is that WWE keeps selling out.
This is the Lego. We're in the Lego era, the Lego movie era of wrestling. Everything is awesome.
Yeah.
Everything is awesome.
And they keep selling out. They're fucking sellout after sellout. 10,000, 12,000, 13,000 on SmackDown.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's what we're looking at though is we're heading for WrestleMania. Like we said, there's 3 or 4 really good stories. Here's another thing that they're not doing, and this is because I believe that Vince isn't there, is nobody's being outwardly humiliated in a storyline. Right. And I think that, I don't know. I think that kind of helps the positivity and people wanting to watch the product. I mean, nobody's, being, cucked in front of their wife or whatever. And
that was a Vince staple. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, he only did it twice or 3 times or whatever, but, you got great momentum. People are enjoying themselves. WWE fans really don't give a fuck what AEW fans think, especially the people that go to live crowds, to live events. And, because those are, like we say, there's a whole lot of family people, and it's a family thing. And, it's it's nearly a different demographic, you know, for a huge portion of them. So, you know, that these crowds, you know, I mean, it's the right time. I mean, will there be a little bit of drop off after WrestleMania? Maybe. It just depends on, I think, maybe, you know, what happens at WrestleMania. So they could possibly keep this going. You know, it just
they can. I don't know. Then you would expect a natural drop off after WrestleMania because it's you know I mean you do have to exhale sometime, right? But it's going to ramp right back up to SummerSlam again. You know,
yeah.
It's nonstop.
I mean, that's you know of course that's what they're shooting for. I mean, you know, we've been through some really good years. You know, we went through some really good years. You know, and AEW is, you know, they're going after smaller arenas so that they can sell out, you know, 3,000, 2,000, you know, 5,000 seat arenas, you know, which is, you know, I mean, it's better. You know,
I mean, it looked pretty full in Toronto this past Wednesday at Dynamite. So that was like, I'm like, thank God, you know, because, you know, I mean, come on, man, you can't have a live television show and be half empty. That's not a good look.
But they're in Toronto, like
with Edge and Christian going to be in the main event, and
well, I guess what I'm saying, it's a market that doesn't get AEW very often, so, and they're a somewhat good wrestling market, anyways. They're going to fill for anything.
And you know, Raw's going to be sold out on Monday in Chicago with CM Punk cutting a promo because it's already announced that he's going to be there. So you know that's going to be what, 12,000, 13,000, 15,000 United Center. I mean,
where's the next Dynamite? I don't even know.
No, I don't know where the next Dynamite is.
Hang on, I'm looking up WrestleTix. Okay. If you're not following WrestleTix on Twitter, it's a great fucking thing. So Monday there is Raw current setup, 15,022 tickets. Tickets distributed 14,583 with only 439 available tickets.
Look at that. That's insane.
Right?
They're in United Center, right, Zeus?
It is the Allstate Arena.
Yeah, the Allstate Arena, okay.
Rosemont, Illinois. Mm-hmm. Last night, they were saying that it was 11,068 out of 11,303.
That's ridiculous.
So that's probably, you know, it's pretty much a sellout.
And the house shows drove big too, right? The house shows usually do like $8 or $9 grand a pop.
So, somewhere in there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Let's see, what's the next AEW?
I'm trying to find. Well, they have Collision tonight, don't they? Or do they? I don't know, because I know the NCAA is going on. I don't know if that affects that.
Yeah, it's all messed up. Yeah.
Okay. So there's no Collision, I'm guessing.
So they had Wednesday. They had 6,160 out of a possible 6,381. So that's, you know, for the setup, they pretty much, you know, had close to a sellout.
Right. Yeah, but still, here's the thing. I mean, you mean tell me that you couldn't get 10,000 in that building?
Well, they had last October they had 7,300 for Dynamite and 5,500 for Rampage.
Okay, so the Dynamite this coming Wednesday is going to be from Quebec. And it's at a near sellout, or it's looking like it's like the setup is for 3,971 tickets distributed, 3,461. So they're just about 500 to go.
Yeah,
sellout. That's in Quebec.
Yeah.
The next Friday, the 29th, The CMLL is having a show with a bunch of AEW wrestlers on it. That show is completely sold out in Arena Mexico, and Arena Mexico holds 16,500 people. But that's CMLL.
Yeah, that's CMLL. Yeah. Wow. Big business is being done. I don't understand. You know, I would think that especially in the show from Toronto, and you have Eddie Christian. I think you could have set up for $10,000 and pulled it off. You know, I mean, or does that sound a bit ambitious?
I don't know.
And you had a live Rampage following too.
Poor crowd.
Yeah, it was brutal.
They had to sit through 2 rounds of the shellac. But
I changed the channel after I saw Okada. I changed the channel, so that was it. There's no reason for me to stay. I saw that brutal Mercedes Moné promo, fucking promo.
Porno? No. Now that would bring ratings. I mean, I think everyone would be like, "Oh, I just want to see. I just want to have a look." You know,
I'm just kind of a little bit curious here.
I'm a little curious. You know?
Promo, excuse me, promo. And then I saw the Okada Kingston match, and I was like, after that, I changed it. I was like, no, I can't sit through this shit.
Mercedes and Tony Khan really do the cocaine. No, but.
And then didn't he say that he could see her as the face of AEW? That must have ruffled some feathers.
I'm sure they don't care.
I'm sure some people care.
Somebody's got to care. How about the wrestlers been with them since day one?
They made a point of saying that Britt, like somebody was saying that Britt Baker was upset, and then she said it. She wasn't. You know, publicly she said she was not upset. But I mean, you know, you remember when Big Show, you know, when he talked about, you know how it all became to be known in WCW about, you know, what Hall and Nash were making.
Yeah.
You know, and that, you know, that was definitely you know, that you knew that no matter what was going to happen, you know, no matter who came in or whatever, and no matter how much they made, you knew that Hall and Nash were going to get a bump to make as much as those guys, whoever that was coming in.
Yeah, they're the Favored Nations contract. Yeah,
I mean that's
ridiculous.
That was a boner move. And I don't remember if Hogan had that same deal or not. I think he did.
I think Hogan was getting paid through he had a percentage as well, right? He had
a percentage of almost everything. So like when he was in the NWO, he got a piece of everything NWO, even Wolfpack shit.
Really?
Yes. And like, so even all he had to do was be associated with these things. And so, you know, of course he got percentages off his own merchandise, and then anything that they could like, I mean, that contract was so ambiguous that when I read it, I mean, it's just like you could almost construe anything for Hogan to get a piece of. And then, the amount of times that he had to show up to work was, really based on whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Yeah, because he did no house shows. He only traveled for Nitro. That was it, right? He didn't even show up on Thunder, did he?
I can't remember. I mean, that's been so long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say I don't remember him on Thunder much, but
I think he did the premiere episode, and then that was it. Or I think he did it like maybe another time he showed up, like twice, if that.
Well, who are we talking about?
Hogan.
Oh, Thunder?
Yeah.
He was on Thunder more than twice. He was on there. Yeah.
I can't
He's on a
remember,
number of
to be
times.
honest.
I used to tape all these shows back in the day, so
I mean, I went to.
Because I don't remember him being on Thunder a lot.
he was there somewhat consistently. He didn't wrestle on there much. Wrestling, no, he did promos. He did promos on there.
He was not at the Thunder I went to.
Yeah.
Because I know he didn't travel a lot. Only for Nitros, he traveled.
Well, I mean, but that's still every week plus once a month for every pay-per-view.
Yeah.
When I think of Thunder, I feel one of my regrets, sadness, because I did not know they were going to be in College Station this one week. College Station's like an hour away from here, and I had no idea. I just didn't pay attention for whatever at that moment in time. I didn't pay attention, and the Great Muta was at that Thunder that was from College Station.
I did not go, Pedro.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know they were at College Station.
Oh, okay.
I blanked on it. And then it was the last appearance of Bret Hart on WCW TV. It was just a promo, but it was the last appearance of Bret Hart on WCW television, and it was the Great Muta. So I missed the chance to see the Great Muta, and I would have missed the last appearance of Bret Hart on WCW. But I did see Bret Hart a few times live, so I can't say I never saw him live.
You know, that point in Fermuda, though, that was the Dark Carnival stuff teaming with Vampiro, where he was just in agonizing pain. It's just like, you know, it's just like that's him sitting down and not doing anything. He was in constant agonizing pain.
It was, I think he only wrestled in like a 3-minute match on that show, so it wouldn't have been a great memory, but at least I would have seen him or whatever. But also, besides him moving badly, his hair was thinning really badly at that time.
Yeah.
He still had his hair, so
that was right before he got his knees fixed and
shaved his head.
And shaved his head. Which, you know, I started shaving my head the year before, but, you know. Or
everybody wanted to be like Zeus.
I know. You know, he had to get on board. You know.
So your best friend to fix New Japan, okay?
I'm sending him all kinds of messages, you know.
Okay, good. Tell him to stop signing autographs, stop taking pictures with you in Buffalo, and
apparently there's a big problem with Bushiroad. They're a bunch of dicks, so.
Because has this been the least impressive fucking New Japan Cup?
Oof.
Oh,
it's the least impressive anything.
What are you saying? Yoda Tsuji 1 is amazing.
Least impressive.
How much cocaine can he put in that cup? I want to know.
Now, I know this is not close to where you live, Pedro.
Yes.
But the Crockett Cup is coming to Texas this year.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord, no.
Right?
Oh boy.
It's like it's in this little town east of Dallas, which that's got to be a couple hours away from me, right?
Dallas is more than a couple hours away.
That's that's like 5 hours, right?
Well, okay, so the thing, if you go to, I mean, y'all know this stuff because y'all been driven through big cities and stuff more than I have, but is Houston and these kind of places, it's like however much time is to get there, then you've got to add another hour or so when you hit there with the traffic. But from here to Dallas would be it would be around 4 hours, and then when you hit the traffic, you could add another hour or so in.
You know what? They shouldn't be allowed to call it the Crockett Cup anymore.
It's
a disgrace.
Where? What's the name of the town?
It's called Forney.
Forney? What the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm Forney. I couldn't even tell you the teams that are in the Crockett Cup.
It's 2.5 hours from Huntsville to Forney, 179 miles.
Really?
Yeah, because it's about a straight shot up I-45. But that's still 5 hours of drive time. Total.
Well, and keep in mind, there's no way I could I could go to this anyways. But.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it's just that's a lot.
You got to.
Are they taking tag teams from like any other place, or it's just NWA?
It looks like it's going to be NWA. They've got a poster.
Yeah, the poster is funny because the people in the front they're cosplaying Doom and then there's that what's his name, Solo? What does he call himself now?
Is EC3 still champ?
Sadly, yeah.
Brutal. There's no one else to put the belt on. You got to keep on EC3. That's sad.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's better than Trevor Murdoch, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess Aaron, what's his name, Stevens.
Aaron Stevens.
I guess I think he's not in the best of health. Otherwise, I mean,
I would give him a run. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, you put it on Trevor the fucking Murdoch twice, no less. Twice.
I gotta look up this place, the OC Theater. I gotta see I gotta find deets on this.
I mean, you put the strap on him twice. I mean, come on, man. You can't give it to Aaron Stevens one time.
I think he's become a manager out of necessity.
Right, because he's really hurting, right?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it his back? I could have sworn I read somewhere that his back was messed up.
I don't know for sure.
Interesting that this thing leads to a thing about like a school deal. Like, what the hell is this? Part of like an elementary school? This is
because the NWA was filming in Tampa. NWA was filming in Tampa. I was like, I refuse. No.
I mean, look, it says Forney ISD to host the grand opening of the OC February 2nd. Holy shit! So this is something related to a fucking school.
NWA is selling student biscuits. Because I remember, it was just recently that they were doing a 4-day stretch down in Tampa. They were doing all their TV tapings for the CW app or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought about it for like a second. I was like, I was like, nah, I'm not going to Tampa. Not for them. No.
I mean, it's just such a. I mean, there's a few people I would like to support on there. I mean, apparently. Baby Doll's daughter is doing pretty well.
Yeah, she is there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah.
So, who knows? I don't even know who the women's champion is right now.
I have no clue. I know Aaron Stevens is still there, but a manager role, like you said. Who's the guy under the hood? I mean, like he's the U.S. champ.
National champ.
Yeah, the national champ. I'm sorry. Or there's one guy under a hood.
He looks kind of like the spoiler.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that girl's name is.
Let me look it up. Yes.
Oh, and Corey Graves' brother is going to be there.
Oh, okay.
The current women's champion is someone named Kenzie Page.
Right.
Kenzie Page.
Yeah.
She is the leader of Pretty Empowered.
Yeah, they might have been tag team champions for a minute.
Yeah, she is a former NWA World Women's TV Champion, a former NWA World Women's Tag Team Champion, and the current NWA World Women's Champion.
Yeah.
She is 22 years old.
Okay. I posted a question to you guys yesterday in the chat. because after watching this week's Dark Side of the Ring with Cherry Gordy, which I thought was good. It's sad, but good. It's sad. It's sad.
Obviously.
Yeah, but no, but they show him doing like a shoot interview after all that shit that happened to him, and he could barely answer a question. It was sad. But it got me thinking because there was one person on the Dark Side of the Ring who was being interviewed, and he said that the Freebirds versus the Von Erichs was the feud back then. No other feud can touch it. And that got me thinking. I was like, well, wait a minute. It was a hot feud. It was great. It did wonders for World Class. They put World Class on the map, basically, because everybody wanted to see the Freebirds, first of all. You know, they were the first cool heels, I think, you know? And then I got me thinking, well, wait a minute, but how about Dusty and Ric Flair? I mean, fucking Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair was like a fucking movie. You know?
Yeah, but the thing was the beginnings of the Dusty and the Flair feud, you know, from 79 to 80 and stuff like that. The really early part of the feud was not televised.
Right.
You know, we just got some clips and some promos and stuff. Whereas in World Class, we got, everything.
Right. So it was bigger for World Class than it was for Jim Crockett Promotions.
I mean, it might have been bigger in terms of the wrestling scope, but I mean, what eventually came around by 84, with Dusty versus Flair, 84, 85,
broke his leg, right.
Still through the, 86 when Dusty won the belt back from him.
Yeah.
Even though it was brief, I mean, that was a huge deal. I mean, they headlined 2 Starrcades in a row, plus that, like I said, the Great American Bash.
Yeah. That steel cage match.
And then Dusty, Nikita, and the Road Warriors against the Four Horsemen was, huge. So like at the time that it was going on, I think that the hotter feud was the Freebirds and Von Erichs in the early 80s. Because it was
that's what you tuned into World Class to see.
It's like 81, I think. Was that when it started? I gotta look it up.
Say what now?
You know what? I don't know.
The Freebirds.
Was it 81?
Von Erichs.
No, it wasn't that early.
Oh man, I was very young.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, because I don't think it was that early. Was it that early?
Let's see. It was pretty early.
When did Flair have that match for Kerry?
Which one?
Not the one at Texas Stadium. The one, right?
84.
84.
Well, the Freebirds things kicks off with a cage match. The end
Right. Christmas night, Star Wars.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
When was that match?
When was that match?
That wasn't 84. Was it 84?
No. Man, my brain is. When was that?
Yeah, your brain is fried from fucking trying to remember. Oingo Boingo.
Boingo Boingo. We close our eyes.
Let's see.
Which is the match that you saw, Zeus?
What do you mean?
Did you see a Flair and Dusty match?
Flair and Dusty? No, I never. I saw Dusty cut a promo once, but I never saw him wrestle live.
Ah, okay, my bad.
And he cut the promo way off. It was not in the It was not in the ring. It was off, where they had the panels and the podium and all
Oh,
that.
yeah. I gotcha.
So we all knew he was there, but
82.
82.
December of
Okay.
82. December of 82 is the cage match.
All right. So that's when everything kicks off from there.
Yeah. Everything kicks off from there.
I mean, to me, that's what made me want to watch World Class. It was the Freebirds versus the Von Erichs, and then I got into everything else. Iceland King Parsons, Bruce Brody, Doolittle Butcher. I thought Gary Hart was the man.
Yeah,
But Flair and Dusty was a movie. I'm like, that they broke Dusty's leg, the fucking cage match, the Horseman turn on Dusty. I mean, that was like an ongoing saga.
I feel like Flair Dusty is a more national. Like, I know World Class was national, even international, but it just feels like it's on a bigger stage, being that a lot of it played out on TBS and stuff like that.
Once Crockett and Georgia started working together, and you got to have that continuity of that Georgia Mid-Atlantic connection on on the Superstation. That was massive.
Yeah, because they even started acknowledging the Florida Championship Wrestling too on the Georgia stations.
Yeah, but it wasn't much. It wasn't much because they were kind of in trouble in the 80s. But by the mid 80s, it was just about done in Florida because I believe by that time, the Crockett was running shows in Florida.
Right, he was.
Which kind of.
Yeah, he was doing that with Mike Graham, wasn't he?
Eddie Graham, I don't know.
Eddie Graham, I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how, or when, but I believe it was, but there was still some great shit left in the very early 80s of Florida was still some great shit.
Yeah. But I think this is for me personally. I tuned in to watch World Class for the fucking Freebirds Von Erichs. I was drawn in the fucking Dusty and Flair.
Yeah.
Like I was drawn in, like it fucking gripped me because it was like, oh my god, they broke his leg. Oh my god, they did this. Oh my god, they attacked his car. Oh my god, they beat him with a bat. It's like, how much could Dusty take?
Here's an interesting thing. So from the the Christmas Star Wars match, from 82, okay, you had one of the earlier matches in the evening was David Von Erich and the Freebirds winning the inaugural NWA 6-man titles.
Yes,
really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
The Freebirds had been faces up until that point, up until Ric Flair versus Kerry in the cage, which was a no DQ, and Michael Hayes was a special.
He was the ref, yeah.
He was special referee. He was second referee.
Right.
So
I did not know that they won the inaugural belt. Look at that.
Yeah.
The thing
that was Christmas 82. So I mean that's even
that was that
before
early,
the first
82? Wow.
Yeah, that's a year. It's almost a year before the first Starrcade.
Right. That's right.
So David was still with us at that point. David defended the Texas title. I mean, it's
Huh. Look at that. Did any of you guys see the Dark Side of the Ring episode with Terry Gordy?
I haven't. No.
I haven't watched it yet. I probably will tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting. At some points it's interesting, but like you said, it's sad.
Because all right, so Gordy was. See how old he was in 82.
He had to be young, man.
He was 20. He was 21.
Yeah, look at he's a fucking kid.
I mean, he started wrestling when he was 14.
14? Right? Yeah, 14. Yeah.
13. 13.
Jesus. 13? Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, he was a kid. He's a kid. Yeah. He was a baby when he started wrestling.
Right, and so he started wrestling at age 13 in 1974. By 1979, that's when he started wrestling under his real name and formed the Freebirds with Michael Hayes.
He's still a kid back then.
Oh yeah, like 18.
Yeah,
18. But I mean, that was the thing though, is there was a lot of guys that turned pro by the time they were 21 that were real successful. Like I believe, I want to say Brad Armstrong was 18.
Was it Rey Mysterio like real young too when you saw it?
I think he was like 5.
Now,
I mean, he looked 5.
Now look, in Mexico is much more common for people that started really, really young. So, I mean, and there is a point in time in Japan for the Joshi, they would get started in their teen years. I mean, so that used to be much more common thing there than it is now. But
yeah, Brad Armstrong was 18.
I used to like Brad Armstrong. He was all right. He was good.
He was amazing. I mean, he really was.
He never had a belt, did he?
He had Brad Armstrong.
Yeah, he was WCW World Light Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And
he was.
Yeah. He won the Georgia National title. He won the Mid-South. He won the Mid-South North American title like 3 times.
He did?
Yes.
I'm gonna make this up.
Where the fuck was I?
Not watching it apparently.
Here, James. So yeah, he was the Championship Wrestling from Florida. He was the Florida Global Tag Team Champion once with Terry Allen. He was the Exodus Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, whatever the fuck that is. Georgia Championship Wrestling. He was the National Heavyweight Champion twice.
Shit, he was the national champion. I didn't even know that.
He was a tag team champion, national tag champion twice. Once with Bob Armstrong, once with Tim Horner.
Tim Horner, that was his staples. His fucking partner, yeah.
You know what happens when Tim Horner gets to Forney? No, never mind. Mid-South Wrestling, UWF. He was the North American champion. He was the North American champion once.
3 times.
UWF, right? Holy shit.
The UWF World Tag Champion once with Tim Horner. NWA Rocky Top Tag Champion with Rick Morton. All kind of stuff. Southeastern Continental, Southeastern Tag, Southeastern.
I didn't know he was Mid-South champ.
SMW heavyweight champion, USWA heavyweight champion, WCW light heavyweight champion, WCW World 6 tag team champion with Michael Hayes and Jimmy Garvin.
Part of the Freebirds? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he was Bad Street / Fantasia.
And hey, do y'all want to hear like his biggest championship, not championship, but his biggest accolades, his biggest honors as a wrestler? He was the Wrestling Observer most underrated wrestler in 87 and Rookie of the Year in 81 that he shared with Brad Rennigan.
I'm sorry, but to me, he was the B. I know everybody talks about Bullet Bob and all that. And then you have the Road Dogg, but I thought Brad Armstrong was like the best of the bunch. I thought he was great, man.
Yeah, and they were. I believe I'm correct in saying that.
It's way better than Road Dogg.
Brad Armstrong and Tim Horner were the last UWF Tag Team Champions.
Really?
Yeah, and we never got a unification match with that either, which is silly because we could have easily had that.
Yeah.
Tim Horner and Brad Armstrong against the Horsemen.
Yeah.
That would have been
good. Hell yeah. There you go. Fucking Brad Armstrong could go.
Yeah.
Him and Ric Flair would have good matches if they had them.
Like I said, world champion, light heavyweight.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I thought he never won the belt. I don't, because I didn't remember that Armstrong ever winning a strap.
See, and another thing, James, is the one that I believe it was the first time he won the national title was DiBiase had it, and Tommy Rich was chasing him and got suspended and came back as masked Mr. A.
Mr. R, right?
Mr. A or Mr. R.
Yeah. I remember that. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. R, yeah.
Yeah.
And Tommy Rich walked to ringside and waved at DiBiase, and DiBiase was like, well, who the hell is this? And he yanked the mask off, and Armstrong pinned him.
Nice.
Man,
nice.
Armstrong that family was so embedded in wrestling in like so many ways, and I always forget about Steve Armstrong. He was in with Tracy Smothers. They were the
young Pistols.
Yeah, yes,
Southern
Young
Boys.
Pistols. There you go.
So the Southern Boys, actually, James, you'd probably be surprised to know how long that they'd already been together for several years before they made it to WCW.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they were in Mid-South, weren't they?
I don't think it was Mid-South per se. I don't think it was original Mid-South.
No.
But they'd been around they'd been in the smaller regions.
Because I remember them in WCW.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Look at that, Brett Armstrong doing it.
Yeah, shit. He won the USWA title.
Yeah,
I see that. I did not know either. I did not know that.
He's one of the few guys that ever wrestled in two personas in the same match. he interfered in a Freebirds match as Brad Armstrong and as Fantasia / Brad Badstreet.
Wow.
Nice. Good job. Ooh.
Yeah. They kept that under wraps pretty good for a while.
Yeah.
Like if you were a casual wrestling fan, most people didn't know who Badstreet was.
Flair and Dusty, and then you have Freebirds Von Erichs.
I mean those are two amazing feuds. I said, from 84 to 86, that was probably the bigger worldwide feud.
Right. Now, am I wrong by trying to throw Iron Sheik Sergeant Slaughter in there?
Yeah.
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 I mean, It's
I mean,
it,
that happened
if it's right, if it's right, yeah. I mean, if it's right, yeah.
I mean,
For
I'm
me-
just saying because of where just the time period. I mean, it was still a big deal, but I mean, where was it happening and how was it
right.
showcased?
So
Right.
also very important, Sergeant Slaughter Iron Sheik is very short in a way. It doesn't last a whole long. It doesn't last that long. It's really just like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
The matches were not just the boot camp match. Some of their other matches were really good too, but the boot camp match is amazing in my opinion. Like I think it's one of those matches everyone should watch because it's one of those great examples of doing so much with doing nothing. Like all they do is punch, kick, bleed. This is like I think they throw a clothesline at one point. The big high point of the match is the Iron Sheik loading up his boot on the ring post, and you're like that makes no real world logical sense. In pro wrestling kayfabe, you're like he's extra loading up the boot by getting it on the like it's idiocy, right? But
Yeah.
they do like nothing in that match, and it's incredible. Like it's just the Madison Square Garden just losing their shit is amazing. But it's just that, right? It's just that little moment in time compared to these other things, which are much bigger, fuller, layered stories, richer stories.
Because everybody makes a big deal about Hogan Andre. I didn't think Hogan Andre was that big a feud.
What?
I don't think it. I think it's overrated. I'm sorry.
Are you talking about the WrestleMania 3 thing? Because in my lifetime, I have never ever seen as much water cooler type discussion going on in the real world as there was for that WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was.
It was a big moment, but I think it was more of a moment than a feud, don't you?
I still recall the whole deal where Andre where Andre ripped the cross off Hogan's neck and like left the scrape marks on his chest. Like that was very visceral. Like the young me, I remember that.
There were people at my high school in 1987 that I had no idea ever liked wrestling at all. We're talking about Hogan and Andre.
Mm.
I mean, the lead up to it and everything was just
like what Zeus is saying. It wasn't just your people you knew, right? It wasn't even just people you were friends with. Just everyone.
Everybody, yeah. It was
Who's gonna win? Who won? Blah blah blah.
It was a trending topic before trending became cool.
Stuff. I mean,
yeah, definitely because it like you said is that water cooler talk.
Yeah,
I mean, people were just I was just amazed where and almost everybody that I ended up finding out talking about that I had no idea watched it. They were all Hulkamaniacs, but just like my parents, younger parents. Because my parents were a lot older than most of the kids I went to school with, but parents that were, like I said, in their in 30s and early 40s, they all knew Andre the Giant from being Bigfoot, from being the biggest wrestler of all time,
$6 million man, $6 million man.
Yeah. And so, it's just
eighth wonder of the world.
Yeah. I mean, he was just he was such a huge celebrity. I mean, because he used to go on Johnny Carson every once in a while and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say.
Yes.
So he was really well known.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
Just worldwide superstar, and that was just kind of the tie-in was that that, and he'd always been known as a good guy,
right? Yeah. Yeah.
know.
I'll wait till James comes back, but yeah, to me, it's like he mentioned overrated. That's a different like discussion versus like the size of it. It was a huge.
Yeah, the scale, it was really massive, and
Yeah.
I think that James got hit in the head with a soccer ball.
No. Well, Raul Gonzalez Blanco ended up in his backyard and kicked the ball.
We really blow James's mind by telling that Brad Armstrong worked for WWE from 2006 to 2012. He's not going to believe that shit at all.
Oh my god!
What?
Oh my god!
Let's see. While we're looking here, let's see who the last. Oh no, the sheep herders.
Oh, okay.
had defeated the Lightning Express in '87.
Dude.
Hey James.
Yeah.
So here's something that really blow your mind.
What's up?
Brad Armstrong worked for WWE from 2006 to 2012.
What? As what?
He did some ECW brand house shows, and then he worked in the back.
Get the fuck out of here. What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. First of all, Brad Armstrong and ECW do not mesh. Okay.
On September 12, 2006, Armstrong signed a contract with WWE, began wrestling at ECW brand house shows against Eric Perez and acting as a trainer to the younger members of the roster. He began to make sporadic appearances as a guest commentator on a brand.
Yeah.
And then he didn't last, and then resumed his role as a producer, continued to wrestle for various independent promotions in the Southeast, and worked at a health store in Marietta, Georgia, and volunteered at Shiloh Hills Christian School.
Wow, the things you know.
Right?
That's some shit. I'd have figured he'd work for WWE, but it has to be like as a road agent or producer, but not a fucking he actually wrestled matches, dark matches. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even remember he did commentary for the WWE ECW thing, but I've seen a bunch of
No, I don't remember either, Pedro. I'm just like you. I don't remember any of that. I mean, I know I got some timers, but Jesus, I don't remember none of that.
Guess who he beat for the USWA title?
Who?
Billy Jack Haynes.
Oh my God, that's a name. Billy
He just killed his wife.
That's why I was doing the psycho killer noise.
Yeah, just killed his wife.
Done.
He's going to be on the next season of Dark Side of the.
Yeah, he needs to. Yeah.
Poor Black Blood.
I remember him in WWE back in the day, in WWF days. I remember him.
Was Billy Jack Haynes the one who also a few years ago was saying that something about they killed someone once, or was that some other wrestler?
I don't know. Was that some Marty Jannetty shit?
No, it wasn't. Marty Jannetty did say that. It was someone else who claimed.
I mean, Marty Jannetty's pretty much said everything except, I fucking landed on the moon.
Yeah. The only thing he hasn't said yet was like, I was abducted by aliens. I'm waiting for that one.
If he got abducted by aliens, we would know because he'd come back and his that grotesque foot of his or ankle would be fixed, and you'd be like, "Whoa!"
But that shit is gone, man. They got chopped off, didn't it?
Oh, he got amputated.
Did they amputate?
I think they amputated. Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't heard about that.
I think they did. I'm not 100% sure. I think they did. Yeah. I heard it got chopped. Got amputated. Yeah, that's rough. But that ankle was in bad shape, man.
Well, I mean, you know.
I mean, that man, he's got. I mean, the story, the shit that comes out of that man's mouth is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, he's been dropped on his head a lot.
Would you think? Jesus.
A lot of head trauma, a lot of fucking drugs.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of cocaine too. He could rival Tony Khan.
I mean, you know, he was, you know, all those wrestlers that, you know, from that era, you know, that were doing, you know, all those weird ass drugs and stuff too.
Uppers, downers, all kinds of shit. Greenies, whatever the fuck they call them. That's brutal.
Brutal.
I'm waiting to see the Brutus Beefcake Dark Side of the Ring. His wife is a piece of work.
They're still together, right? They still like hang out with Greg Valentine and his wife.
I think they are. Yeah, I think they are. Yeah.
I think I saw some footage where, like, I mean, because like Greg Valentine let off some slurs and stuff, and they were all like, you know, there was people that were upset about it for like 5 minutes.
Slurs.
I can't front. I was a big fan of that tag team. I was a fan of the Greg Valentine Bruce Beefcake. I thought they were awesome.
Boo.
Hey.
Boo.
I know.
If you ever want to see a hot tag match in front of a hot crowd from the WWF in the 80s time period, watch Greg Valentine and Brutus Beefcake versus Steamboat and Tito Santana from, I think, Boston or Toronto. It's one of those. It's
holy shit! I bet that was great.
Yeah, I bet that was great. I fucking Jesse Ventura called him Chico.
Chico over here.
Yeah, you can't say that these days. They'll crucify you. What? He used to call him Chico.
I'm pretty sure I saw Chico Santana at a taco stand.
Oh man, I used to like Jesse Ventura on the mic. He was good.
Oh yeah, and he would just constantly talk shit about Hogan.
Oh, he hated
I mean,
him.
whenever he and they, like, you know, they never informed Jesse of anything. You know, like the shit that, you know, like all the Hogan rules, like.
Yeah.
Where he started throwing people over the top rope and they didn't disqualify him. Hey, what's going on here? You just threw him over the top rope. You can't do that. You know. Jack
He
Johnny
hated Hogan from his AWA days too. He didn't like Hogan back then. So
I put the link to that match in the Twitter chat.
Oh, cool.
So you guys can check it out there.
I like Jesse. He was awesome.
Yeah, he was. Him and Vince McMahon had really good chemistry together, and I always liked when him and Gorilla would do. Didn't they do like the pay-per-view sometimes? Or?
Yeah, he wasn't bad in WCW either. You know, he was all right in WCW.
Yeah.
He had a different, you know, vision for the.
Yeah.
For what was going to happen in the company than what I.
Well, he was too smart for his own good. That was the problem. He was so smart that he tried to influence everybody, and it wasn't going that way. You know.
Yeah, you couldn't put anything over on him. I mean, if you change something, you know, he, you know, the thing is, nobody thought to get him on board enough. No. You know, it's just like what they said, like, you know, Bobby Heenan says, like. You know, fuck, they didn't listen to a goddamn thing I said. And why would you do that? Why would you have Bobby Heenan, you know, and not listen to anything he ever said? Right. I mean, how stupid is that?
He was genius too. Heenan was the fucking man. Yeah, he was genius.
I mean, and Bobby Heenan was good like everywhere. He was at
it didn't matter. It didn't matter where he was. He was God
everywhere.
He was God everywhere.
Yeah, he was still good in WCW, you know?
I said WCW too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, you know, you wouldn't think it, you know, you might not think it if you didn't.
Well, no, but he, he was good in WCW. He was good. He was still good.
He's
I mean,
good at-
He never really deteriorated. I mean, his verbal skills were always on point. Always.
I mean, he's great with the humanoids and everything, and but then and he was a great champion for WCW when the NWO came along.
Yep.
Right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Whose side is he on, Hogan? Whose side is he on? That was classic,
But I mean, he didn't jump up and down and cheer for damn Hogan.
He did. No, he
in-
was
in,
he was pro WCW. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He was pro WCW. Remember that? Yeah. He was so good, man. It's a shame. He was so good. Him and Monsoon were classic, though.
Yeah, that was just so.
I mean, you talk about chemistry? Jesus. They were classic together. Would you stop? That was awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
There was because you didn't have that all the time. A great verbal sparring partners like that in the broadcast booth.
Although
Right.
JR and Lawler wasn't bad. I
Yeah,
can do JR and Lawler. I can do JR and Lawler.
Lawler got annoying after a while. Too much puppies.
yeah. His drop ship from Viagra and the fucking Spanish Fly Company was. Nobody told him he couldn't share that shit with other fucking people. Like, goddamn, man, you can just, you don't have to be, horny all the goddamn time.
And the whole shit with the cat was a mess too. That was
Oh,
brutal.
God. Oh,
Man.
So, fucking Stacey Carter. Oh,
Yeah.
that was horrible.
Yeah. He gave up his job in protest.
How do you do that?
Well,
I mean, just imagine, James, a man who messes around with underage. I mean, never mind.
Oh, hey, how's everybody doing today?
Oh, hey. Oh, how's that pizza?
making
Zeus,
bad
how's-
decisions.
Hey, Zeus,
making
how's
bad
that snow?
decisions. Dude.
It's true though.
Yeah. It's true.
Someone who has a history of bad decision making. Like what?
Yeah. This is very true.
How old are you? 12? That's close enough.
James, we're not talking about Ted Nugent. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
I was
hey,
going to
Joe.
say,
Holy shit.
Who are you gonna say?
I was going to say Jerry Lee.
Oh, Jerry Lee Lewis. Oh, Jerry
Yeah.
Lee Lewis, yeah.
Boy, he did even worse. Not only was she was underage, but she was related.
Underage, related, and married.
Holy shit!
I should bring up that the next time someone requests that song, the Great Balls of Fire, before I launch into it. Like,
Are you underage?
hey.
Are you related?
no,
Hey.
I'm not gonna say that. Damn it, James.
What did he say?
He said, like, I would ask the people, "Are you underage? Or
Oh my God, no, Jesus.
have I got a song for you?"
And then, from that you can transition right into "I Drove All Night."
I drove all night. I crept in your room.
Oh,
I hope he woke her up first.
I like. At one point, you said,
Jesus, Zeus.
Zeus said something like, "Of course, her arms are wide open. She was asleep."
Holy shit! Oh, yo, all three of us are going to hell. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Hey, we're not the ones that are creeping into women's rooms and
yeah. We're not.
making love to them while they're still asleep, allegedly.
Allegedly.
there's a heck of a matchup waiting to happen here with Flex by Mad Cobra and this.
Holy shit! Damn! Woo! Yeah, this took a turn. Woo!
Anyways,
Yeah.
next week's Easter. We won't be on next week. I have like family visiting, so I gotta take care of that.
I am the Easter Bunny.
No, not wearing it. That's Sunday. No, but
you're not wearing the Easter Bunny costume, or you're not putting eggs in your yard, Pedro? No.
No. Last year when we went to Stephanie's family's Easter thing, I didn't participate in hiding the eggs, but I think because I was in a different kind of pain at that point in time. I was up in some other kind of pain.
Oh man, Easter, yeah. My mom wants me to go to church, but I'm like, you're on crack.
Go have headphones on. No, I'm joking. And then you're listening to the score of like a game, and then you're like, oh my god, and everyone's like, oh, he's saved.
He's saved. No, Aaron Jones just hit a home run. Oh my god.
So next week
yeah, I'm sorry, Pedro. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say next weekend we're not on, but God willing, we'll be back the week after that. Zeus and James, y'all got anything to plug? James, you just dropped some.
Yeah, I dropped a mix the other day. It was unexpected. I just didn't drop it. It was all good. I got a new mix coming up too. Before I go away to WrestleMania weekend in Delray Beach, I'll be dropping another one. And I'm trying to get Lord Lux on board so he can come on the show on fucking WrestleMania Saturday. If we do a show on WrestleMania Saturday. So. Oh
man.
I'm trying to get him to do WrestleMania Saturday.
That'll be fun. We totally won't tear AEW to teeny tiny shreds in front of him, but
I would love it. Are you kidding me?
He may hang up.
Yeah, the arguments that we have, guys. Oh, you would be like, what the fuck? They're savage.
Did you call him out on that shit on the Bischoff post?
No, I'm waiting till I see him in person to do that. So this way he can't escape me.
Oh yeah. Dang!
Yeah, I'm gonna call him out big time on that shit. Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta give him the pitch. The Ryback.
Oh yeah, Ryback. Yeah, with James E. Cornette. That was good. I actually liked that idea. That was kind of cool. You know,
yeah, that would get people watching. That's for sure.
Because Ryback would be he would be the number one heel in the entire world because nobody likes him.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody hates him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let Lux have it about that Bischoff post. Oh, that's a wrap. What?
Oh my god, he is all over Bischoff right now. So I'm just checking.
He's all over Bischoff like Roy Orbison on a girl in bed.
He's got an all caps reply to something Bischoff posted just in the last hour. He has an all caps.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh yes.
Are you serious for real?
Oh yeah. I'll post it in that deal.
What is Lux doing? Oh my god! What's wrong with this boy? Oh, I'm about to bitch slap him when I see him. Oh my god! What is wrong with him? What is this fixation with Eric Bischoff? AEW sucks. Live with it. Yes, we know you're a cult member. Yes, you drank the Kool-Aid. Yes, okay? But relax, man. What the fuck? Oh my god. What's wrong with this kid? I'm about to smack him when I see him.
Oh yeah, he's been replying to all kinds of people. I mean, he is
he's off his rocker, Pedro?
No, I'm just saying he's the last 2 hours or so. He is just 3 hours even. He's replying to a lot of stuff.
Lux woke up and chose violence.
Wow, he was so nice in North Carolina too. That's the complete opposite. He was telling me to relax. He goes, "Yo, this is not the ECW arena. Don't get stupid." I'm like, "All right, calm down." Yes, I know this is a Philly. Relax. And then he's the one fucking starting shit on fucking Twitter. Oh my god.
Hey, James, here's a good question for you, real quick.
Yeah.
There were reports of racist fans in Greensboro that night.
No, I wouldn't say.
Does that sound like horseshit to you, or what?
No, it doesn't. Because it stems because in the parking lot, on the side of the parking lot, there was a Trump tent set up.
You did tell us about that.
And it was run by wrestling fans, and the wrestling fans who were running it were, let's just say, they were they were on the skinhead persuasion.
Oh wow!
Okay, so I can see some validity to that,
Okay,
but I didn't personally see anything. I didn't see anything racist, or I didn't see anything.
But nothing in the arena.
In the arena, no.
The skinhead.
I didn't see it. I didn't see anything in the arena. I didn't see anything. No, I was interacting with a lot of people. Everybody was so cool. Everybody was so nice. No, I didn't see anything like that in the arena. No. Outside the skinheads in the parking lot, no. We were like, hype.
Okay. We are really going off the air now. Zeus, you got anything to promote?
No, nothing new.
Okay.
Zeus, I want to ask you real quick. Did they? How many times they upgraded fucking Greensboro Coliseum?
I think there's been three major renovations.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it looked really good when I went there. It looked really good.
Yeah, there's been one in the last 10 years.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was wondering, I said, this doesn't look like the place that but people would describe to me. It looked brilliant. No. I'm like, this was a little different.
Yeah.
It was really nice. Yeah.
I was just gonna say real quick. I announced this at the end of my stream last night. So going forward, I'll only be doing one music stream a week because it's a issue with my shoulder. It's just it's hard to have my arm over the top of the guitar for 3 hours plus.
You really hurt that.
But
it hurts that bad, Pedro.
It's a problem I've had for a while, but
why don't you go get surgery or something?
I cannot. I can. That's not a reality for me. Well,
you can't take care of others unless you take care of yourself first.
You will be surprised, James, what I can do. I'll still be streaming. I'll still be streaming twice a week. I just one stream won't be music. One stream will be music. So one stream might be art or just chatting or watching wrestling or a movie. Who knows? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So we won't be here next weekend. Y'all have a happy Easter next weekend. Palm Sunday tomorrow too. So
that's the same to you. Yeah, Palm Sunday, happy Easter, Pizza King Olajuwon, all that.
Palm Sunday, otherwise known as half price off by Melina Day, but take care.
They're talking about me. You see, you're talking about me. You see this shit?
I'm sorry.
Zeus, you see this, right? He's talking about me. And he's all full of shit. Fuck you, Zeus. You see that shit? He's talking about me.
James, this is like, what was that about your sunny yard?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. You and your
Homie
soccer
gets
ball can
6
kiss
more
my
inches.
ass.
Yeah, but you know, homie get 12 more inches of fucking snow. So there you go.
You
Holy
and Ronaldo
shit.
can go hang out with the fucking Spice Girls for all I fucking care. Dick.
Fucking Zeus, man. I'm gonna smack him.
Y'all
Him and
take
Lux.
care.
Fucking him and Lux need to smack.
Adios, adios.
All right, guys. Have a good